This whole situation of Chrisean's new mom kissing Blueface on her cheek is like a meme come to life, and while it's all really funny, there's more to this relationship than meets the eye, specifically why Chrisean chose this dude in particular. To get under Blueface's skin, let's get into it, the new boo situation. So check it, the street's been talking, and your girl Chrisean has officially moved on from Blueface with a whole college basketball player that's right, Shorty Dunn traded in her. Rapper baby daddy for an NCAA baller named Titan Newton from Morgan State University. The two were recently spotted making out and going Instagram official with a steamy session, and the internet is losing its mind about it for those who've been living under a rock, no pun intended. Chrisean and Blueface have been in this toxic onag again, off-again relationship since 2020. These two met on Blueface's OnlyFans reality show Blue Girls Club, and since then it's been nothing but chaos fight, arrests, and all kinds of mess. Their relationship timeline reads like a whole crime documentary. We talking public disputes, domestic violence allegations, multiple arrests, and a whole baby born in September 2023. Let me break this down for the people. In the back, Chrisean Rock got so many tattoos of Blueface on her body that she basically walking around like a human Blueface billboard. I'm talking multiple tats, including one on her face. Imagine being so damn bad for somebody that you put their whole mug on your face that's like walking around with a McDonald's logo tatted on your forehead, and then going to work at Burger King makes sense. But let's get into this new situation with her college baller. According to all the tea I've been gathering, Titan Newton, nicknamed Figgy, is a guard for Morgan State University's basketball team. He's from Stockbridge, Georgia, and is majoring in business management, set to graduate in May 2025, and apparently trying to be an engineer. That sounds like a serious upgrade from Blueface, who's currently sitting in jail for probation violation. At least this new dude got some kind of future plan hold up though, and this is where things get spicy. Videos and photos of Chrisean and Titan kissing went viral around April 9th, 2025. Homegg girl even posted a pic on her Instagram story with the caption, "My babby." I swear these women be acting like they in high school with these captions. My baby girl, you got a real baby at home. How about focusing on that instead of jumping into another relationship? Let's be real though. Chrisean's track record ain't exactly stellar. She's been through multiple arrests herself, including getting locked up in February 2022 for allegedly stealing Blueface's car and possession of drugs in Oklahoma. She also admitted to hitting Blueface's mother and sister during an altercation in May 2022. This girl got more assault charges than hit songs No Cap. And y'all remember when she was pregnant and Blueface immediately started questioning if the baby was even his. Dude was on social media demanding a DNA test, claiming she'd been with multiple men. The disrespect was real, but then the baby came in September 2023 and Blueface wasn't even there for the man. Was too busy throwing shade on social media like, bro, regardless of your issues with the mom, that's still potentially your seed, do better. But wait, it gets crazier. In December 2023, Blueface claimed a secret paternity test proved he wasn't the father. He was out here sharing results on social media like it was an episode of Maury, but Chrisean wasn't having it. She disputed the test validity and revealed she hadn't even put Blueface's name on the birth certificate. She was like, "I'm playing chess, not checkers with that move." And let's not forget about the Offset drama. Blueface implied on social media that Chrisean had an affair with Offset, which both of them denied. Imagine accusing your baby mama of smashing Cardi B's husband. That's like throwing a grenade and running away. You're just trying to create maximum destruction at that point. Now here's where the real tea comes in. Despite all that drama, in January 2024, Chrisean got a tattoo of Blueface's profile on her face and announced she was moving back into his home while he served time for a probation violation. Y'all see why I'm questioning her decision-making skills. She put this man's face on her face after all the paternity drama, after all the public humiliation that's like getting I love Enron tattooed on you in 2002, the company already collapsed. Sis, but fast forward to April 2025, and this girl Dunn moved on to Titan Newton. That's a quick turnaround from the face tattoo to a whole new dude. I'm not saying she shouldn't find happiness, but damn, maybe take a minute to be single and figure yourself out. Let's talk about Titan for a second. Dude's a college basketball player, but he's not exactly LeBron. Some fans were quick to point this out when media outlets started calling him an NCAA star. One fan even pulled up his stats and was like, "Star?" With these numbers, fam, averaging like 4 points a game this season. That's not a star, that's barely a background extra. But I gotta give credit where it's due, bro. Did score 41 points during his Joes at Palola College so he can ball when he wants to. Just not consistently at Morgan State. But hey, at least he's in school and working towards something, which is more than we can say for some of these other dudes in the industry. What's interesting is that there's a Blueface connection here too. Blueface actually played quarterback at Fayetteville State University before pursuing music, so Chrisean definitely has a type. She like them athletic dudes from HBCU. Maybe she figures if the rap career don't work out, at least bro got some kind of talent to fall back on. Y'all want to know what's really wild though? Blueface's mother, Carissa Saffold, actually approves of this new relationship. You know, it's bad when your own mama is out here celebrating your ex moving on. Carissa took to her Instagram story saying, "Childy, thank you, Jesus, won't he do it? They make a cute couple, that's it. Get a baby by him, that's gonna be a cute baby." Too, he's the one. Damn, Mama Blueface really said, get a baby by him. She's out here encouraging Chrisean to have another kid when the first one is barely walking yet. That's next level petty. She basically saying, please go make a baby with anybody else so my son can stop paying. But I guess when your son's baby mama admits to hitting you during an argument, you probably ain't going to be her biggest fan. Now let's talk about this viral moment that got everybody buzzing. A fan dropped a comment that had the whole internet in stitches. The comment was, if he kissed that Blueface tatty gay, he no homo ain't saving buddy. This comment got people howling because Chrisean literally has Blueface's face tattooed on her face, so if Titan's kissing her, he's technically kissing Blueface too. Pause, that's like buying a used car with the previous owner's family photo glued to the dashboard every time you driving, and you looking at some random dude's face. How are you supposed to feel comfortable with that? And this is where we get to the real question. What is Titan thinking? Does he mind all those Blueface tattoos? Is he planning to help her get them removed, or is he just ignoring them and hoping nobody brings it up? Because let me tell you, if I'm dating somebody with their ex's face permanently inked on their body, we're going to have some serious conversations about laser removal. But the biggest question is this relationship for real, or is it just for attention? Chrisean's been on multiple reality shows like Baddies and Blueface and Crying Crazy in Love, so she knows how to keep the cameras on her. Maybe this whole thing is just to make Blueface jealous while he's locked up, or maybe it's set up for another reality show baller and The Rock coming to Zeus Network this fall. I wouldn't put it past her, or maybe, and this is a wild theory maybe, she's actually trying to find somebody who treats her right for one. Her relationship with Blueface was nothing but toxic. There were physical fights, public humiliation, arrests, breakups, makeups. It was exhausting, just watching from the sidelines. So maybe Titan is a genuine upgrade, a regular dude with regular goals who ain't about the drama. Wouldn't that be something? The internet goes wild. Fan reactions and viral comments. Alright, let's get into how the internet is absolutely losing it over this whole Chrisean Titan Blueface triangle. Y'all know social media don't miss nothing, and they've been going in on this situation from every angle possible when those first pictures dropped of Chrisean and Titan kissing Twitter or X, whatever we calling it now, exploded faster than Blueface's career. The reactions were split, with some people genuinely happy for Chrisean and others just waiting for the whole thing to crash and burn. Let's start with the positive reaction. Some fans were actually hyped to see Chrisean moving on from Blueface. One fan tweeted, "OMG, Chrisean and Titan are so cute together, I ship them." Oh, like really, you ship a relationship that's been public for all of 48 hours? That's like betting your life savings on a team that just formed yesterday. Chill out, sis. But I get it after watching Chrissy go through hell with Blueface for years. Seeing her with somebody who seems halfway normal is refreshing. As one article put it, many fans are simply happy to see Rock finding joy with someone other than Blueface, especially as she continues on her spiritual journey. Spiritual journey since when? Last I checked, spirituality don't include punching people at the club. But 8, speaking of which, let's not forget that Chrisean got arrested in August 2022 for criminal trespassing in Phoenix after allegedly punching Blueface at a bar. This girl throws hands before she thinks and remember when she allegedly hit Blueface with a Hennessy bottle. That's some real spiritual journey activities right there. She meditating with her fists. Now let's get to the skeptical reactions, because those are way more entertaining. When media outlets started hyping up Titan as an NCAA star, the internet did what it does best. Fact-checking one person tweeted, "NCAA star, his stats are low," and included a screenshot showing Titan's modest basketball stats. Bro got exposed quicker than a fake designer belt at the swap meet. Another fan wasn't holding back with their criticism of Chrissy tweeting, "Why would any want Blueface sloppy seconds? Damn, that's harsh." But this is the kind of judgment Chrisean's been dealing with since day one. No matter what she does, some people always going to see her as Blueface's ex instead of her own person. That's gotta be tough to shake off, especially with his face permanently tattooed on her. And of course, there were plenty of comments about Blueface's reaction to all this. One fan speculated, "Blueface must be fuming right now. Chrisean didn't waste any time. I mean, can you imagine being locked up and seeing Your baby mama all over social media with a new dude that's got to sting. But then again, Blueface proposed to his other baby mama, Jaden Alexis, at Sophie Stadium in October 2023. So maybe he ain't got room to talk, but the comment that really took over the internet was from that one fan who said, "If he kissed that Blueface tatty gay, he no homo ain't saving buddy." This single comment spawned a whole wave of memes and jokes about poor Titan having to navigate around Christian's Blueface tattoos. One person replied, "If you're kissing Christian Rock, being gay should be the least of your worries. That's a violation, basically saying dating Christian comes with so many red flags that kissing a dude's tattoo is the smallest problem. The disrespect is real." Another fan joke, "Well, Mao dude has to wake up next to Blueface staring at him. Can you imagine? Trying to have a romantic moment and Blueface's face is just there. That's like trying to have dinner with your girl, while her ex stands in the corner staring at y'all awkward." And the jokes didn't stop there. People were saying Titan got to wear a blindfold during intimate moments, or that he should put a sticker over the tattoo. Some even suggested that Chrisean should draw a mustache and glasses on the Blueface tat to make it less recognizable. Y'all are too much, but real talk, this situation raises some interesting questions about moving on from past relationships when you have permanent reminders on your body. Christine doesn't just have one tattoo of Blueface. Reports suggest she has at least 7. That's excessive. That's like having a walking museum dedicated to your ex. No wonder fans are clowning the situation. Here's what I'm wondering though. Why hasn't Christian gotten any of these tattoos removed or covered up? She clearly has the money for it. Is she still holding on to feelings for Blueface? Is she waiting to see if this new relationship sticks before making any permanent changes? Or does she just not care what people think? Knowing Christian, it's probably the last one. Let's not forget that back in January 2024, she got a new tattoo of Blueface on her face and moved back into his house while he was in jail. That was only a few months ago, so she went from riding hard for Blueface to being all over Titan in a matter of weeks. That's a quicker transition than a TikTok dance challenge. Now some fans are predicting this is just a temporary situation. One comment on social media said, "She gonna be right back with Blue when he get out and Buddy going to be sick. I can't wait to see tease." And honestly, given their history, that's not a crazy prediction. Christian and Blueface have broken up and gotten back together more times than I've. Change my profile picture. Remember, this is the same couple that staged a marriage in the music video for Dear Rock in early 2023. They know how to play the publicity game. So who's to say this whole Titan situation isn't just another publicity stunt to keep their names in the headlines? And let's talk about Titan for a minute. What's he getting out of this? He's a college student set to graduate in May 2025 with aspirations of becoming an engineer. Does he really want all this drama in his life? Because dating Christian ain't just dating Christian. It's dealing with Blueface, it's dealing with the media, it's dealing with crazy fans, it's potentially appearing on reality TV. That's a lot for somebody who's trying to focus on school and basketball, but maybe he sees this as an opportunity. Maybe he's thinking this could boost his profile, get him more followers, maybe even some NIL deals if that's the case. I respect the hustle, use that clout while you can. Young King, just be prepared. For when Blueface gets out of jail and the real drama starts speaking of NIL deals, imagine the endorsement possibilities. When I'm not scoring on the court, I'm scoring with Chrissy and Rock, and when I need a boost of energy, I reach for Monster energy drink. The marketing writes itself, but for real though, there's a serious side to all this social media chatter. Christian has been through a lot in her relationship with Blueface. There were multiple incidents of alleged domestic violence, arrests, and public humiliation. She's also a new mother trying to figure out her life, so while it's easy to laugh at the tattoo situation, we got to remember that there's a real person behind all the memes and jokes. That being said, the memes are hilarious. People are photoshopping pictures of Titan wearing sunglasses in bed to avoid seeing the Blueface tattoo they're creating. Fake how to date someone with your ex's face tattooed on them. WikiHow articles. The creativity of the internet never fails to amaze me, but the reactions aren't all jokes and memes. Some people are genuinely curious about the logistics of this relationship. Like, does Titan get along with Chrisean's son? Blueface was absent during the birth and later threatened custody, even criticizing the name Chrisean Jesus Malone. So is Titan stepping into a father figure role, or is he keeping his distance from all that baby drama? And what about Chrisean's family? Are they supportive of this new relationship? We know she's had issues with her own father. Remember when Blueface punched him at a Baltimore hotel in September 2022? Chrisean actually confirmed this incident on Instagram, noting her father's history of abuse. So her family dynamics are clearly complicated, to say the least, and let's not forget about Blueface's other baby mama, Jaden Alexis. She's been critical of Blueface on social media, calling him a narcissist, liar, weirdo. Wonder how she feels about Chrisean moving on. Is she relieved to have less drama in her life, or is she worried Blueface might try to get back with Chrisean when he gets out of jail? The whole situation is messier than a toddler eating spaghetti, and social media is eating it up like it's the latest Netflix drama every day. There's a new comment, a new joke, a new theory about what's really going on. But here's what's really wild. Blueface's mother, Carissa Saffold, seems to be Team Titan all the way. This woman who's had her own beef with Chrisean is out here encouraging her to have a baby with Titan that's like your nemesis is. Mom telling you to go ahead and destroy her son's life even more. The betrayal is real. An ex-post confirmed this, saying, "Chili looks like Carissa is all for Chrissy and Rock and her new boo when your own mama is celebrating your ex moving on. You know, you messed up bad Blueface, probably feeling like Kevin Durant right now, betrayed by his own mother, but let's be honest, Carissa has every reason to support this new relationship." Chrisean admitted to hitting her during an altercation in May 2022, and Carissa vowed never to forgive her. That's not something you just get over. So seeing Chrisean move on to someone else must feel like justice served the reactions to this. Whole situations say a lot about our culture and how we view celebrity relationships. On one hand, we're quick to joke and meme about serious situations. On the other hand, many fans genuinely seem to want Chrisean to find happiness and stability. After years of chaos with Blueface, as one article put it, while social media reactions to the new couple have been mixed, many fans are happy to see Chrissy and Rock moving on with someone who seems low-key and grounded, and that's a fair assessment. Despite all the jokes, there seems to be a general consensus that Titan is potentially a better match for Chrisean than Blueface ever was. What's next for Chris and Titan? And Blueface first. Let's talk about Chrisean Rock's journey to this point. This girl's story is wild, from the jump-born Chrisean Eugenia Malone on March 14, 2000. She came from a tough background in Baltimore before finding fame, but her rise to celebrity wasn't through music. Initially, it was through reality TV, and her relationship with Blueface, they met in 2020 during filming of Blue Girls Club, an OnlyFans reality show where contestants competed for Blueface's affection. Imagine going on a show to compete for a man and then ending up in one of the most toxic relationships in hip-hop history. That's like applying to work at McDonald's and somehow becoming the CEO of Burger King. How did we get here? Chrisean won the show and got signed to Blueface's label, Blueface LLC, from there. Things moved fast. They released the song Lonely together, which helped boost her social media presence, but the real headline grabber was when Chrisean got into a physical altercation with Blueface's other baby mama, Jaden Alexis, during which Chrisean lost a tooth. And get this, that incident reportedly impressed Blueface. What kind of twisted logic is that? You lost a tooth fighting over me, that's hot. Nah, that's a dental bill, but Chrisean was all in from the beginning. She got multiple tattoos of Blueface with reports, noting at least 7 such tattoos. 7, that's excessive even by celebrity standards. That's like having a different flavor of Kool-Aid for each day of the week. Unnecessary. Their relationship took a serious turn for the worse in 2022 in February. Chrisean was arrested in Oklahoma for allegedly stealing Blueface's car and drug possession. She pleaded not guilty, but the damage was done. Blueface publicly criticized her on Instagram, and his manager whacked son's girlfriend. That's not how you win over the in-laws. The next few months were just more of the same: arrests, fights, breakups, makeups. They appeared on reality shows like Baddies and Blueface and Chrisean Crazy in Love, showcasing their volatile relationship for the world to see. It's like they were competing for the most toxic couple award, and they were winning by a landslide in October 2022. Things got even wilder when Christine alleged on Instagram Live that Blueface had hit her showing a bruised face, but then she retracted this the next day, explaining that Blueface was trying to prevent her from jumping out of a moving car during a bad trip. And coincidentally, this retraction happened right around the time the trailer for Crazy in Love was released. Convenient timing, don't you think? Using domestic violence allegations for reality TV promotion is wild. January 2023 brought another major development. Chrisean announced her pregnancy, which Blueface immediately contested, demanding a DNA test and alleging she had been with multiple men. First of all, questioning the paternity of your child on social media is crazy. That's something you handle privately. Second, if you really think she's been with multiple men, why are you still with her? Make it make sense. By September 2023, Chrisean gave birth to their son, Chrissy, Jesus Malone. She shared the birth on Instagram Live, of course, but Blueface was nowhere to be found. He was absent during the birth and later threatened custody, even criticizing the name she chose. Imagine missing your child's birth and then having the audacity to complain about the name. The nerve. December 2023 brought more drama when Blueface claimed a secret paternity test proved he was not. The father sharing results on social media, Chrisean disputed this, questioning the test's validity. This back and forth about paternity is what makes this whole situation with Titan even more complicated. If Blueface isn't the father, which is still disputed, then who is, and how does Titan feel about stepping into this messy situation? Now let's talk about Titan Newton. He's a guard for Morgan State University's basketball team in HBCU in Baltimore. From what we know, he's from Stockbridge, Georgia, majoring in business management and set to graduate in May 2025. His goal is to become an engineer, at least. That's what his university bio says. So on paper, he seems like a pretty normal dude with normal aspirations, but his basketball career is interesting. According to his stats, he averaged only about 1.4 points per game this past season at Morgan State. That ain't exactly NBA draft material. Let's keep it a buck. But he does have some highlights. His proudest athletic accomplishment is apparently scoring 41 points at Palola College back in 2020. So maybe bro got game, just not consistently. What's wild is that Titan has been bouncing around colleges like a basketball. He started at Palola College in 2020 to 21, then went to South Plains College in 2021 to 22, then Allen Hancock College in 2022 to 23 before finally landing at Morgan State. That's 4 schools in 4 years, bro. Changing colleges more often than Chrisean changes her mind about Blueface. Is he running from something or just couldn't find the right fit? Either way, it's giving unstable vibes, which ironically matches perfectly with Chrisean's energy. One thing that seems clear about Titan is that he ain't shy about the spotlight, getting with someone as famous and controversial as Chrisean rock shows. He's comfortable with attention. And let's be real, their relationship went public very quickly with that steamy makeout session. Most people would try to keep a new relationship private, especially with someone who has such a messy public history. But these two went straight to Instagram with it. That's either confidence or clout chasing, depending on how you look at it. Here's what I'm wondering though. How did these two even meet? Chrisean's been busy with her music career, her reality TV appearances, and her new baby. Meanwhile, Titan's been at Morgan State focusing on basketball and his studies. Their paths don't naturally cross, so somebody must have made an introduction. Was it through mutual friends? Did they meet at a club? Did they slide into each other's DMs? The origin story is still a mystery, but you know it's going to come out eventually. Now let's talk about Blueface, who's been watching this whole situation unfold from behind bars. He's currently serving time for a probation violation. But you know, he's seeing everything that's happening online. Jail phones exist for a reason, and I guarantee his team is keeping him updated on Chrisean's new relationship. What's interesting is that Blueface's history actually parallels Titan's. In some ways, before pursuing music, Blueface played quarterback at Fayetteville State University, another HBCU, so Chrisean definitely has a type HB. Q athletes who are trying to make it. It's like she's collecting them like infinity stones. What's next? A track star from Howard, a baseball player from Grambling. She's working her way through the HBCU athletic department. But the big question is what happens when Blueface gets out of jail. He and Chrisean have broken up and gotten back together so many times that it wouldn't be shocking if they reconciled again, especially given that they share a child. Allegedly, will Titan just be a footnote in their chaotic love story? Or is he the one who finally breaks the cycle? As one social media user predicted, she gonna be right back with Blue when he get out and Buddy gonna be sick. I can't wait to see T, and honestly, the evidence suggests this might be true. Remember just a few months ago in January 2024, Chrisean got a new tattoo of Blueface on her face and moved back into his house while he was in jail. That doesn't sound like someone who's fully moved on, but here's another angle to consider. What if this new relationship with Titan is Chrisean's way of trying to break the toxic cycle with Blueface? Their relationship has been nothing but drama since day one, with physical fights, arrests, cheating allegations, paternity, disputes, and public humiliation. Maybe she's finally realized that's not sustainable, especially now that she has a child to consider. Titan, with his college education and career aspirations, represents stability that Blueface never offered. He's Not a famous rapper with multiple baby mamas and legal troubles. He's just a regular dude trying to make it in basketball and eventually engineering. That's a completely different lifestyle from what Christian's been living for the past few years. But let's not forget about the other baby daddy drama. Christian's ex, Karen Ronnie Doken, who claimed paternity of her son before his tragic death in a shooting in February 2025. This adds another layer of complexity to Christian's life she faced. Backlash for posting paternity results shortly after his death, which many felt was insensitive. How does all this affect her new relationship with Titan? Is he prepared to deal with not just Blueface drama, but all the other baggage Christian brings? And what about Christian's son, Christy? And Jesus Malone was born in September 2023, so he's still an infant. How is Titan with him? Is he stepping into a stepfather role already, or is he keeping his distance from that whole situation? These are important questions, because dating a single mother means you're not just building a relationship with her, you're also building a relationship with her child. Then there's the issue of the tattoos, which sparked this whole viral moment in the first place. Christian has multiple tattoos of Blueface, including one on her face. If she's really serious about moving on with Titan, is she planning to get those removed or covered up? Laser removal is expensive and painful, but walking around with your ex's face on your body while dating someone new is wild. The fan comment that went viral, "If he kissed that Blueface tie gay, he know homo ain't saving buddy," highlights how absurd the situation is. Titan has to navigate a relationship where his girlfriend is literally branded with another man's face. That's a level of awkwardness that most people would run from, not lean into. But maybe it's not that big of a deal to him. Maybe he's secure enough in himself and their relationship that he doesn't care about the tattoos, or maybe they're already making plans to get them removed. Only time will tell. But if I were Titan, I'd be making appointments at the laser removal clinic ASAP. Now let's talk about what's next for everyone involved for Chrisean. This new relationship with Titan could represent a fresh start. She's been through a lot in recent years. Toxic relationships, legal troubles, becoming a mother, reality TV drama, music, career struggles. It's been a lot. Maybe Titan is exactly what she needs right now. Someone stable away from the Hollywood drama, focused on his own goals, or maybe this is just another chapter in her ongoing reality TV saga. Christian's been on multiple shows like Baddies and Blueface and Chrisean Crazy in Love, so she knows how to leverage her personal life for entertainment value. Could this relationship with Titan be setting up another reality show? College Baller and The Rock, coming soon to a streaming platform near you. For Titan, this relationship is a double-edged sword. On one hand, dating Chrisean Rock instantly raises his profile. He went from being a relatively unknown college basketball player to trending on social media overnight. That kind of exposure could be valuable for someone looking to build a brand or career in entertainment. On the other hand, he's now involved in one of the messiest celebrity situations out there. Christian's relationship with Blueface has been nothing but drama, and now Titan's part of that narrative. Plus, Blueface will eventually get out of jail, and who knows how he'll react to Titan dating his baby mama. That could lead to confrontations, social media, beefs, maybe even physical altercations. Is Titan prepared for all that? And what about his college career and future aspirations? He's trying to graduate and become an engineer. Will all this celebrity drama distract from those goals? Will his professors and classmates look at him differently now? Will potential employers Google his name and see all this drama? These are real considerations for someone who's not already established in the entertainment industry. For Blueface, this whole situation is probably a mix of emotions. On one hand, he might be relieved that Christian is someone else's problem. Now their relationship was nothing but trouble. And maybe he's happy to understands why his mom would be happy to see Christian with someone else. When Blueface gets out of jail, will he try to win Chrisean back? Will he attack Titan on social media? Will he focus on his co-parenting relationship with Chrisean for the sake of their son? Or will he just move on with his life and leave them alone, given his history? It's hard to imagine him just quietly accepting the situation, but stranger things have happened. Click the video on your screen for another gripping story just like this.